Hey guys, how you doing? Today is June 3rd, another Friday, and today is a public holiday in Hong Kong, the Dragon Boat Festival holiday, right? So I hope everybody have peaceful holiday and then a peaceful weekend. So today we're going to talk about Salesforce, right? Salesforce just issued the performance a few days before, and I saw a lot of comments that Salesforce performance is good. I'm not. I'm not agree. I do not agree to that. Right? I do not agree to that. So today we will take a quick look on Salesforce performance. Right. Our Falcon portfolio been improved a lot. Right. Yesterday, then I think you will be happy on the Dow Jones and on the Nasdaq. Then it rised more than 400 points on Dow Jones and then 300 somethings on Nasdaq. So our Falcon portfolio been increased back to rise back to 58%. So if for any company or any subjects then you want me to discuss or do the comment, you can leave your message under the YouTube, or you can directly email to me by us.marketweekly@gmail.com. So this is our Falcon 350,000 portfolio. Then I'm glad that it rises back to 58%, and I hope it will rise back to 70% very quickly, right? So today we are going to discuss shortly on Salesforce just announced the quarterly result. A little bit rare, right, on some of the publicly listed company in USA, right? Because this is their 2023 first quarter, right? But normally we will think that now is the second quarter of 2022. But some of the company they are counting differently, so that's it, huh? So yesterday, Dow Jones rose more than 400 points, 455 points. And Nasdaq also rose more than 300 points, 2.7%. And the US 10-year Treasury interest rate rose to 2.922%. So it is still rising, right? So the market is like that, not making a lot of sense. It's still rising, but the stock market rising up, and then in previous few months, then it also rising, but the market drops. So it's just like people in a lunatic asylum, right? That is not making sense. Like Warren Buffett always said that Mr. Market is not making sense. So we have the opportunity to making money because of his altitude is always right. So up and down and up and down is not making any sense. And Biden is going to visit Saudi Arabia, right? All of us know about the oil supply, right? And then previously he said that Saudi Arabia is a pariah. Previously he said it's a pariah. So now that he's going to visit them because of the Russia oil supply event, right? So that is politics. That is politics, right? Politics like that. No forever rivals, no forever friends. And this I cannot express my agreement anymore, right? I cannot agree more on that, right? Because Biden calls on Congress to add on a gun control supply, right? It should be, right? Because in my Hong Kong channels, I already said that in the age of Obama, right, and in the age of Donald Trump, then it just kept on happening, right? Then they surely need to ban the assault weapons and high capacity magazines, right? Because it always happened in the school, in supermarket, in the public areas, and always the people get shot or get killed are innocent people. Right? I know that a lot of people have the stress or they are mentally has the problem, but those people get killed that they are innocent. They're kids, they're children's. They not even figure out what happened, then they get shot and then they bye bye, they pass away. Then they pass away, then their family, you know that one family members get killed, the whole family fall apart, right? A lot of the parents and their sisters, brothers, they will be hurted forever. So I really cannot agree more on them. America must need to ban their assault weapons and high capacity magazines, right? They have to do that. I heard that Biden is proposing to have the age of getting a gun, getting a license is to 21 years old instead of 18 years old, right? I hope that they will get more restriction on getting a gun. Not just so easily to get a gun, please, right? I'm very sad to every time I heard this happen. No matter in anywhere in the world, China, America, Hong Kong, Taiwan, no matter anywhere in the world, I don't want to hear it anymore, right? It's very sad, right? They are innocent people, they are just kids, right? So I don't think that I need to explain from the very beginning on what Salesforce do, right? It's kind of software helps the company to develop customer relationship management, right? So make you aware that okay, this kind of strategy makes the sales increase. This kind of strategy is effective. This kind of customer management, then you need to improve something like that. This is kind of monitoring system on the software, right? And this performance is recorded the fiscal year of the first quarter of 2023, right? Actually, we know that now should be 2022 second quarter, but doesn't matter. We just follow it. So take a look on Salesforce share price history. All right. At worst, it dropped at 50%, and then now dropped at 40%. But I just don't want to judge stock on the share price temporary. But its PE ratio is very high, 182. This is too high, my friend. So let me ask you a very simple question, right? Shopify stock price been dropped from 116 to now less than 400. So at 100, at 1600, is it a good stock? If at 1600 is a good stock, so does Shopify now is a good stock? Its share price is less than 400. It dropped it, I think, more than 80% on that, right? You may say that at 1600 is a good stock. Now is a bad stock, right? But in between, it's just few months. Everything, every operation of Shopify is the same. So can anyone answer, is it a good stock for the stock price or not? Certainly, then this is not the most related one. But certainly it's not. And the point we should be focused on is this good profit-making company. If more precise, it's a profit-making company for the shareholders like us, right? That is the point that you have to focus, not on the share price for short term. It's on if the company is making a profit for the shareholders, solving problems, have a good mode, and then earning more profit, more and more profit, year over year for the shareholders. That's for our support, right? So look at the simple diagram, the chart for Salesforce. Please look at it from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, right? So it's Q1 2021 and then 2022, something like that, right? So you can see that for the revenue, gradually increasing, everything okay. But for the operating margin, it's decreasing in the past 1 year. And so does the non-GAAP operating margin. You may think that this is normal, right, because of the pandemic. So we go on. You can see that seems all right for attrition, and the attrition, the black line is dropping. That means the customer losing rate is gradually improving. And then the subscription and support revenue increasing, right? If from this simple chart, you may have an impression like that. And this is the net cash, right? It seems for a same pattern for Q1 to Q2, the net cash dropping, and then Q2, Q3, so not increasing, not decreasing, and then for Q3 to Q4 increasing again. So for fiscal year of 2021 and fiscal year of 2022, nearly the same, right? And then for fiscal year 2023, it's just 1 quarter now. So seems the net cash provided better, right? The impression is like that. But take a look on this, right? You will see that for this quarter and compared to the 1 quarter before, the revenue only increased at 1.16%. She has some free cash flow, but the free cash flow and the cash amount is nearly back to 1 year before, and between is very bad. And the free cash flow margin is smaller than 1 year before. So you start to see that there seems some problem, right? Okay, I make a very simple calculation so you know the reason. The reason is the revenue increased at 24%, but the cost of revenue increased at 31.5%. And the only company that I found and analyzed it with more effectively to control the cost of revenue is Costco. Costco. Even not Microsoft, because Microsoft is earning is much pump up, something like that, right? But the cost of revenue is controlled. The most effective one is Costco. So you can see that the cost of revenue increased, it up all the profit, and the net income decreased more than 94% than 1 year before. Always you have to, I'm not objecting to for you to look at the non-GAAP operating margin or the cash generated, but you have to look at the net income. You have to look at the net income rate, right? So pay attention to the red bar, right? The current asset included the cash and then the account receivable. Seems nearly the same, right? The unit is in the million, right? So you can see that for this quarter is from this February to this year's April, right? It's 20,411 million, right? Compared to 1 year before, 22,000, blah, blah, nearly the same, right? And then we take a look on the non-current debt. That means the long-term debt, right? Nearly the same. 9,595 million compared to 1 year before, 10,592. Nearly the same, right? I have no problem on that. And then take a look on the non-GAAP operating margin. That means only generated by the operation, not by other inflation and by other financial activities, investing activities, only for the operation. You can see that the non-GAAP operating margin, the company herself claimed that in whole fiscal year is 20.4%. So we mark it down first, right? And then for the non-GAAP earnings per share, it's only $1 for this quarter, $1.01. And then what she projected for the whole year is $4.74. So let us examine, is it probably going to happen? So this is very clear. And that is Q2. That means the projected next quarter. And then for the full year's guidance, I'm finding that I'm doubtful on if she can achieve, right? So you can see that for this quarter, that means already happened. The revenue is 7.11 billion US dollar. So for Q2, her projection is 7.69 is most probably to happen. Because America is recovering, right? But for the whole year, 31.7. That means more than times 4. I have no idea if this will happen or not. So let's trust her first, right? But for the non-GAAP operating margin, non-GAAP, and then on Q1, it's a shocking percentage of 0.26%. You can calculate by yourself. And then she said for the whole year is 20.4%. I doubted about that. And then for the non-GAAP earnings per share, in this first quarter is $1.01, right? And then she claimed that for the next quarter is the same. I barely agree to that because the inflation is very important. Everything is increasing. All the cost is increasing, right? So I doubt about that. And then also I will be doubtful on the full year guidance for the non-operating earnings, $4.74. I doubtful about that, right? Makes sense, right? I have made a very simple summary for all of us, right? So you can see that the revenue of this quarter increased at 24%. And the cost of revenue, increased more than the revenue increment is 31%. So the net income decreased by 94%, only a poor 28 million US dollar. On finance, she is healthy. Cash on hand, 10.8 billion US dollar. And the long-term debt is only 9.6 billion US dollar. I always said that you have to calculate on the net income rate. And you can see the net income rate for this quarter is 0.38%. That means for whenever $100 should get in, the net profit is only $0.38, 38 cents. This is lower than the supermarket. This is lower than Walmart, lower than Target, lower than Costco, right? And this is scary. Why the net income rate so low? So for what she provided the guidance and what she provided for the coming quarter and the whole year, I doubt it. Because the inflation is still very serious in the whole world, not only in America, right? So I do not suggest you still hold this stock. And you can see that the PE ratio, after the big adjustment of all the tech stock, she still have 182. Too high, buddy, right? So I do not suggest then you hold Salesforce anymore unless she can give us a very good performance, right? Not like this. At least the net income rate has to be 3 or 4%. It's not 0.38%, right? I will not accept that unless she is Walmart, but she is not Walmart, right? Walmart is better than her. So if you ask me which company I should buy, I will buy Walmart. If no choice, right? If any choices, of course, I will not buy Walmart. I will buy Costco. But if no choice, I will buy Walmart rather than Salesforce, right? So that is my analysis today. So we share up till here, and thanks for watching. And if you like this video, please give us a like, and then any comment is welcome, and share to your friends. Please help to press the subscribe button and then the bell icon next to it. So whenever there is a new video uploaded, YouTube will inform you. Okay, so we share up till here and hope everyone have a very peaceful weekend. Let us see you next week. Bye bye.